Here is the Southern Cross Replica's first airshow appearance in over 22 years at Shellharbour in March 2024. The original Southern Cross made the first flight across the Pacific from America to Australia in June 1928. This replica was completed in 1987, but was badly damaged in 2002 when landing at Adelaide after losing a main wheel strut. It was acquired by HARS in 2010 and has been completely rebuilt over the past 14 years.
The wing is all wood, and believe it or not, it is based on the wooden wing of, imagine, Model T Ford, brand new technology at the time, Southern Cross, same thing. And it was very, very successful. Cruise speed is only about 98 knots, which in the new money is about 170 odd kilometres an hour. Yeah, and when you think about crossing the Pacific, there's a lot of wind there, so sometimes that cruise speed can go right down. Obviously, coming downhill with the wind behind, it goes a little bit quicker. He wasn't completely insane. He did do a lot of preparation to get his aircraft ready. It was months and months in California testing the aircraft. Now, this aircraft was built as a commemoration. It was conceived by John Pope, manufactured in Adelaide between 1980 and 1987. It complies with modern airworthiness standards, but it is faithful to the original construction. And he had to go through some horrendous tropical storms there because you've got what they call the intertropic convergence zone between the northern and the southern hemisphere weather patterns. The navigator, Harry, to actually navigate, so he looks down at the ground, can work out his drift off the ocean, but if it's dark, the middle of the night, the only thing you can use is the stars. So they get a sextant out, exactly as they used to use on old wooden ships, take a star shot, note the time, and then be able to get their latitude and longitude from that.
A couple of days out before it went up to like 60.
The first time that the Pacific had been crossed. The aircraft had actually crashed, and it was recovered, repaired, and that's when it was purchased by Kingsford Smith. So in true Australian fashion, it was a bit of a fixer-upper. 7 hours and 27 minutes. I think that's only to be beaten by the second sector. So when Smithy, Charles Ulm, Harry Lyons and James Warner flew from Hawaii to Fiji. Messages were passed through a little hole behind his head, tap him on the head, and he could read where they were from the navigation. So any spare space in the aircraft was basically filled. The fuselage is steel tube as per the original, just covered with fabric. There's no lining. The noise you hear is the noise you get inside. Now this flew for a number of years and unfortunately had an accident in South Australia. But when it had that forced landing in South Australia, it had damaged the wing about 3 metres. Jim Thurston and his team down here have done wonders to rebuild it. That is the largest wooden wing ever built in Australia. And to build the wing is relatively easy, but to try and repair the damage, where about 3 to 4 metres of wingtip were broken off, that was an incredible effort. Shortly going to see Emma McDonald in the Extra 300, followed by the Wirraway from 100 Squadron. Oh, wonderful.
Beautiful plane, Wirraway, flown by Ruby, Air Force mate of mine, out there having some fun. So we got it initially to do our media rides in, but we had so many people asking to go for flight, so we now do experiences in that with both Red Bull experiences.
Where can they actually go and do that?
We're based up at Lake Macquarie, which is
great experience.
Exactly, it's all tailored, so if people want to have an experience but they're not sure how.
Thanks for watching. You may also like these other airshow videos.